Hey guys, this is Andrew with Rock Class 101. Today we are learning I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, which is probably one of the most popular ukulele tunes in the recent years. And this arrangement is for solo ukulele. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with, strumming the song. So it's a 4-chord song. It goes C, G, A minor, F. And that's the whole song. It just repeats those same 4 chords throughout everything. This arrangement is for the person that wants to take their playing to the next level, So if you're tired of just strumming chords and, maybe you don't want to sing, not everybody wants to sing the song and strum. This is what rockclass101.com is all about. It's about learning how to get better at the instrument and playing these arrangements that have everything that's going on in the song. So we're going to be doing percussion hits on the ukulele. We're going to be doing slaps to keep that backbeat going. And we're going to be playing the vocal melody that Jason's singing. So it makes for a fun arrangement. You guys can go to rockclass101.com, sign up for basic membership, get the first page of the tab for free. And if you guys like the lesson and you find it very helpful in your playing, give it a shot for a month. Sign up for ukulele lessons on rockclass101.com. You'll get the full tab. You're also going to get access to all the other songs that we have on the site. They range from older tunes like Brown Eyed Girl to modern ones from Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift. So there's a ton of songs you guys can learn with me at rockclass101.com. And you also would get email support. So if you have a question on this tune or any other ones, you can always send me an email. I'm happy to help any way I can. So let's go ahead and get started with I'm Yours. The first part is the intro, and it's basically identical to what you hear on the record, okay? So I'll go ahead and play the first part. So let's just take the first half. This is just the first 4 bars. So I'm going to start with a slide. It's going to be my ring finger laying flat on strings 1 and 2. So it's the 3rd fret. I'm just going to pluck that and I'm going to slide up a whole step. So 3 goes to 5. After that, I go into that basic C. All right. And with that C, we're putting this slap, which is, you can think of it as just like a muted hit. We're going to put that slap on beats 3 and beat 1. So let me go ahead and play just the first part slowly. Okay, so there's the first bar. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do that slide, go into C, and I have 3 hits. 1, 2, and. Okay, so beat 3 is when we have that muted hit, that slap, right? So I'm going to, after the slap, I'm going to come up and just hit the 3rd fret of string 1 by itself, and then do 2 more strums. So it's like, so if you're thinking the beat N4 and, so I'm going to slide. Okay, so just one way to work on this rhythm is just to take those chords, those 4 chords, remove the slides for right now, and just go through it with that rhythm. So if we go a bit slower, that's what we get, right? So again. So the second one is going to be that slide again where it just goes 3 to 5. And then I'm going to go to basically this G chord shape, right? So if I make the regular G and get rid of the 3rd string, I'm left with 3rd and 2nd finger. So that's frets 3 and 2 on strings 2 and 1. So I'm going to slide that same 3 to 5 and go into that chord shape without the first finger, right? After I hit that, I can go to the full chord and do the same strum pattern. Okay, so let's put the first ones together, C to G. Okay, after this, I'm going to take the top half now of the G chord, so strings 3 and 2. I'm going to slide that up a whole step. So I've got frets 2 and 3 going to 4 and 5. So after this one, things will be a bit different. We're going to hit an open strings after. So I'm going to slide and then hit 3 and 2 open, and then I'm going to go into A minor. So let's hear what those first 3 sound put together. Okay, so let's do it one more time, but we'll play it slow. Okay, the last one, I'm just going to hit those same 2 strings that are open. I pluck them twice, and then I'm going to do a hammer on to the first fret of string 2. And that leaves me with the F chord shape. And then I can throw in that rhythm. So now I've got everything, so we'll go through it slow. Okay, and that's the basic gist of our intro. So the next part is the verse. And remember guys, it's the same 4 chords throughout, so we're going to be playing the melody out of those 4 chords. Basically, the hits now that you're going to do are going to be on beats 2 and 4 for the verse. So keep that in mind as well. So let me go ahead and play the first part of the verse. Okay, so there's the C chord. So I'm going to start with my pinky on the 7th fret of string 1, and I'm just going to strum, lift that up, and play the 3rd fret by itself. So melody is all on the first string. What I'm going to do after that is I'm going to do a slap. So it's going to be strum, pick that one note, slap, then I can pluck that chord, just the C chord, and then hit the 3rd by itself again, followed by another slap. So that's what we get. Okay, after that slap, I can hit that 3rd one more time, and then I'm going to go into 2 strums, followed by a slap on beat 2. Okay, again. Put my ring down on 5, I'm going to pluck that chord, and then my pinky back on 7, followed by a slap. So that's what we get for the first couple bars, and it's got that same pickup note on the end of bar 2 before we go right into G, so you're going to hit that 7 one more time. But the G is going to start with that 7th fret too. So think of this G, the regular G that we made, but now we've got an extension. We've got a stretch with our pinky to the 7th fret of string 1. So if you guys have never done stretches before, here's one way to get comfortable with it. So one way to that is a good exercise. Let's say you just take the 2nd fret of string 1 and the 5th fret of string 1. You can see I'm going to pick 2, 5, 2, and then go up a half step, 2, 6, 2, 2, 7, 2, 2, 8, 2. Just try that and then go backwards. And over time it'll help stretch out your left hand in a good way. right? So we don't want to hurt ourselves. If it hurts, then just take a break. But kicking back to this G, we're going to stretch to 7, and then I'm just going to lift my pinky up. You see how I've got my index barred for that 2nd fret. So when I lift up, I can play the rest of that bar. So I'm going to strum with the pinky down, lift it up, play the 2nd, slap, pluck the regular G, the 2nd by itself, and then a slap, and then one more by itself before I go into a double strum. Okay, so from the first one, okay, so I ended that one on the next bar. So when we have the double strum, we've got to walk up again on the first string, which is just going to be 2, 3, 5. So going again from G, you can see that this time around I'm going to lay my middle finger flat, and that's just going to be flat because I want to play the melody on the 3rd fret of string 1, and then use my pinky to go to 5 on string 1. So let's take everything from the G one more time. Okay, now we're going to A minor. We have that same stretch, so pinky's got to be on the 7th fret, and A minor is the 2nd fret of string 4. And I'm going to strum, use my middle to catch 3 on string 1, and then a slap. And this time around, I'm going to hit melody note a couple times more than what we've done in the other bars. So I'm going to do strum, 3rd fret, slap, pluck, and then hit the 1st string one more time, and then move down a half step to the 2nd fret. So that's what we get. Followed by a slap. And then a regular A minor. So that bar is a bit hard because it has, again, that stretch. So try that exercise to help you if you have a little bit of a struggle with some of these gaps. So once I hit that A minor for the last time, I'm going to take my ring, play the 3rd fret of string 2, and then go to F, and I can take my pinky and I'm going to slide 3 to 8 on the 1st string, and then I'm going to end on an F major 7. So it's going to be a bar chord. So you take your index, lay it flat on the 5th fret, and put your ring finger down on the 7th fret of string 1. Okay? So this one might be a new shape for you. So again, we have, which follows that same rhythm. So it's strum, slap, pluck, 1st string, hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and play the first 8 bars of this verse all the way through. Alright, so when I repeat again, I'm going to do those first 6 bars, and then I'm going to do the second ending for the F chord. So the second ending will go. So it just puts a little variation in there. So I'm going to strum that F, slap, open first, and then hit the 2nd string. And then I'm going to go same 3 to 8, and then I'm going to do that same F major 7 after a slap. Okay, so there's the second ending, and this takes us into our chorus. And the chorus is pretty simple and straightforward compared to what we did with the verse. So here's the first part. So let's take up to there. Now our slaps are going to be on 2 and 4 end. So we've got double hits. So we've got the 7th fret of string 1 to the 3rd fret of string 1. Okay, so I'm just going strum, 2 muted hits, strum. After that, my first finger goes up to the 3rd fret of string 2. I'm going to hit 4, 3, and 2, and then put my pinky back on 7 on string 1. So basically I'm just going as my melody notes. And then to G. G is going to be an extended one where our pinky is going to be on the 5th fret. So my melody is going to walk 5, lift up, regular G, and then I'm going to strum 4 to 2, and then back to 5 on 1. Okay, so the first 2. And then to A minor. So A minor, we've got that same stretch we had in the verse, where it's 2nd fret and 7th fret. After that, I go to the 3rd fret with my middle finger, string 1. Then I lift that middle finger up to the 3rd fret of string 2, put my ring on the 4th fret of string 3, and I'm just going to strum to 2. Okay? So, okay, followed by the last one, going back to the 7. And then back to this, we did that F major 7, that bar chord, but this time around, instead of the 7th fret, we're going to put it on the 8th fret of string 1. So it's just a regular F. And we keep with that same rhythm for the first bar. Then we're going to do a little lick out of that chord. So it's going to be strum, pull off to 7, pull off to 5, those all on string 1. Put your pinky on the 8th fret of string 2, and then back to the first string, 7 to 5 on string 1. So that's what we get. And then back into that slide, and into that rhythm. Okay, so let's play all the way through the chorus slow. Okay, so that leaves us onto page 3. So the last part is going to be the outro of the song. So the first couple bars are pretty much identical to the intro, except for those last couple hits where you're going to go 5, 3. So I've got 5, 3, all on string 1. Then I'm going to go to that G chord. I'm just going to bar that index, right? Take my pinky, play 5 on string 1, and then I'm going to jump up, and I'm going to do a slide. And you guys can slide from like 10th fret, and when you come back, you're going to lay flat on a partial bar of the 7th fret with the index finger, 4th string is open, and our pinky is going to be on 10 on string 1. So I'm going to slide and then do that partial bar. Okay? So let's put the G section together. Okay, one more time. Alright, now when I'm holding this chord out, I do a couple hits on the ukulele. So just to keep that gap filled instead of, blank space, right? So you can do something like that where when you strum it, we got like 4 hits. Let's put that into context. Cool. After that, we're going to a variation on an A minor. So it's going to be our middle finger on the 4th fret of string 3, rings on the 5th fret of string 2, index is on the 1st fret of string 3. So I'm going to strum, hit it as a muted slap, and then pluck. And then I've got this rhythm, ba 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 ba, where it's just going to be down, up. So it's a quick little hit with the right hand. Okay, so after that, you're going to slap, pluck the bottom 2 strings, and then you're going to go a hammer-on lick. It's going to be 3 to 5 on string 2, and then 3 on string 1. So let's put that bar together. Okay, then we're going back to that F chord that we did with the 8th fret on the pinky, to F major 7. Then a new shape for an F, which is going to be ring on the 5th fret of string 3, pinky underneath that, and index on the 3rd fret of string 1. And then lay your ring flat on 5, just strings 1, 2, and 3. In between each of these hits, I've got a slap though, where it's a double. Okay? Followed by our ending lick, which is very much inspired by the Allman Brothers. Okay, so that one is going to be a C5, just means we lay our index flat on strings 1 and 2 on the 3rd fret, the rest are open. I'm going to do a hammer on pull off, 3, 5, 3, put my ring on the 5th fret of string 2, then the 3rd fret of string 1, which is already barred. And then I'm going to do pull off 5 to 3 on string 2, put my middle finger on the 4th fret of string 3. Okay, so let's just take that first part. Alright, and then I'm going to play string 2, and then 4 to 2 is a slide, and I can pull off to the open string, which is the 3rd open. One more time. Okay. And the last chord you can play as a basic C. In the video I stretched to the 8th fret to double the C root note. But that's basically the gist of it, guys. So let's play the outro one time all the way through slowly, and we'll call it a wrap. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this arrangement. Like I said, the first page of the tab is completely free to basic members at rockclass101.com. If you enjoyed the lesson, give it a shot for a month or two for the ukulele lessons at the website. And I think you'd learn a lot and have a lot of fun. And I hope to see you in our next lesson. Thanks.